Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
It was a close ruling, but today history is made and same-sex marriage is legal across our nation. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. Mike has the night off. In the wake of this Supreme Court ruling, people across North Dakota and the country have had many different reactions. The Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop is live at the Hotel Donaldson, where people are celebrating this landmark decision. She has much more on this. Ashley?
The FM Pride Collective party is just kicking off here at the Hodo. They're now celebrating what every same-sex couple will now be allowed to do: file their taxes together, make healthcare decisions together, and have both same-sex parents on their child's birth certificate. Before the decision, only in a same-sex couple could have one of their parents named on a child's birth certificate. The other had to file for adoption. They had to file their taxes separately, and they could not make health care decisions for their spouse. A local bakery says the court's decision today is an advantage to her business, as she can make more wedding cakes for more couples. She had made wedding cakes for same-sex couples in the past, but is now excited for the opportunity to make them for same-sex couples getting married in North Dakota.
Equality for all, that's how I believe. And it doesn't make a difference if they're same-sex or not. You know, a cake is a cake, and you love who you love. So that's, you know, I'm in the business to make cakes, so I shouldn't be judging people.
Today in Cass County, they had one same-sex couple come in and apply for their marriage license late this afternoon. A note, if you're going to go apply for your marriage license on Monday, the office will be closed between 8 and 10 a.m. as they are updating the software. In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Ashley, thank you. Now, the Fargo Diocese released a statement in response to today's decision on same-sex marriage. Bishop John Folda says he's deeply saddened by the Supreme Court's decision and that it fails to uphold the truth of marriage as a union of one man and one woman. If you'd like to read the full statement, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Well, angry customers and former employees say that you'll get taken if you go to Catalyst Motors. Those in charge at the used car dealership say that they're just doing business, operating according to law. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric continues to investigate this Fargo dealership, their practices, and how they're able to operate, all in the hopes of better answering your questions.
We've brought you numerous stories of people claiming they've had their cars taken back, been assaulted, and just generally jerked around by Catalyst Motors in Fargo. Tom Hoos, to his credit, did answer some of my questions yesterday before closing the door on me. And he even did a sit-down interview with me some months back.
When they only had, say, $300 and nobody else would work with them, we got them in a car that got them to work.
After I posted the story to our social media, the war of words took off. Tom said he wouldn't resort to name-calling, but he did, calling people crackheads, idiot, and ignorant, likening Valley News Live to the Jerry Springer Show, and calling me out, the jackass that does the reporting, completely edits out what I say and takes me out of context. Some commenters couldn't believe it. I'm shocked at his lack of professionalism. Others went on the attack, typing, "This guy is a crook." Somewhat lost in the online battle was Tom saying his business has to post a $25,000 bond with the state of North Dakota. According to the North Dakota DOT, that's required before the state will issue a dealer's license, and it's supposed to keep the dealer honest. So what can someone do who feels they've been wronged by Catalyst Motors? Tom himself offers some tips, such as get the police to file charges. The police are called frequently to Catalyst Motors, and most of the time it's just to keep the peace. They say there's nothing they can do, that issues must be dealt with in small claims court. Small claims court deals with issues valuing less than $15,000. Most of the cars sold at Catalyst are well below that amount. You can also hire your own attorney to represent you and seek damages from Catalyst Motors. Another interesting note, Tom told me yesterday that it was illegal for him to discuss any specific client's situation. But if you head to our Facebook page, there's a lengthy post where he does just that. Stephanie?
All right, Bradford. Well, we've posted a link for more information on small claims court on our website. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Well, it was a warm one out there today, but some areas are seeing storms. What will our weekend look like? Let's head over to Hutch Johnson for a first look. Hutch?
Thanks a lot, Stephanie. As we close out our work week this Friday night, most of us are enjoying quiet conditions. We're monitoring a few storms in Lakes Country, though, mainly focused through Becker County, Clearwater County, and Otter Tail County, and a couple west of the Red River as well. Now, there is more thunder and lightning with the storm cells moving out of the Clearwater County area. These will impact eastern Becker County, east of Detroit Lakes, with some small hail and heavy rain. Otter Tail County just seeing some good old-fashioned rain showers right now as the lightning has diminished. Not far from Jamestown, a cell will be moving through. It will primarily pass to your east. Ellendale also seeing some showers. Temperatures in the 80s throughout the evening here in Fargo. I think we steer clear of any significant thunder shower activity here. Then as we head into the weekend, many of us will have a chance at severe storms. That's on Saturday night. Our Bauer details on that coming up in a moment.
All right, Hutch, we'll have to be aware of those.
Indeed.
Thank you. Well, the investigation continues after 2 Park Christian students died in a car crash on Tuesday. According to the Minnesota State Patrol, investigators follow the same procedure for every deadly crash and follow up with the tips that they receive. Now, right now, they're asking for the public's help in locating the driver of a semi that was said to be driving extremely close to the boy's vehicle at the time of the crash. Zach and Connor Qualvog died in the accident. Funeral services have been set. It's Monday at Bethel Church. Visitation is from 9 to 10 a.m. with the funeral to follow at 10. Park Christian school offices will be closed on Monday. We have some new information now on a home that suffered significant damage from a fire. It's believed to be an accident. The fire happened yesterday afternoon in Grand Forks. Officials say it was caused by a lit cigarette that started nearby flammable items on fire. Now, the fire started in the garage and quickly spread to the second floor before firefighters were able to contain it. No one was home at the time, and there were no injuries. There's a building Cass County calls trash and wants to be torn down, but one man is on a crusade to save what he considers to be a treasure. He contacted our whistleblower hotline saying the county is wasting a perfectly good building and your tax dollars in the process. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson reports.
It just doesn't make sense to have all of this for nothing.
In this West Fargo neighborhood, right on the Cheyenne River, prone to flooding, not many people are left. The county has bought out most of the houses to make way for flood protection.
Looks like they're just putting all this stuff into a landfill.
Matthew Kirkwood lives just down the block and fell in love with this pole barn that will be demolished in a couple weeks.
It's a 3-year-old building. I was going to have one built just like it. It was going to cost me quite a bit to build it. So one, I was trying to be, cheap and reuse it. But the other is it's just sitting here.
Happy to pay for it and a professional mover. He contacted everyone he could think of.
And I just made phone call after phone call and kept getting the same answer, that they're going to destroy this building and pay a company to destroy it, and rather than have it moved, or me buy it.
And emails saying this project is not part of the FM diversion project. The county is working with FEMA, and apparently the rules don't allow for the sale of any structure. The county engineer says they have their hands tied, saying the Division of Emergency Services and FEMA ruled for the demolition of these homes because there isn't enough time to auction them off and deal with all the permits.
It seems ridiculous to have a building like this that's garbage. It's a treasure to me. Why can't I then have it or buy it?
As far as Kirkwood is concerned, he thinks it's wasteful.
In fact, I'd be a criminal if I were to salvage any of the material.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Now, we talked with a representative from FEMA who says they didn't make the ruling to demolish the houses, saying it's a state choice. They directed us to talk with the Division of Emergency Services in Bismarck, who have not called us back yet. A benefit will be held tonight for Adam Dahl, the man who was beaten in downtown Grand Forks. Dahl suffered many injuries, including a broken nose and jaw, and tonight it's all about lending a helping hand. The event started at 6 and it will go until 10 at the East Grand Forks American Legion. There's going to be a free will offering, taco bar, along with a silent and a live auction. If you'd like to give online, we have a link on valleynewslive.com. Just click on the hot button. Well, later at 6, one woman in Fargo finds a way to multitask by bringing her baby to work.
And a few thunderstorms developing both west and east of the FM area. Severe weather is possible this weekend. I'll tell you when and where right after this.